My people, it's about that time.
Like a boss.
Live from the USA, helping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Today we will be doing a live technical analysis on BTC to the USD. This thing is set to jump out the gym and potentially break all-time highs. So my goal is to help as many people make as much money as possible. So I'm glad you are able to join me on my journey to change the world. If this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, also known as the Crypto Trader, and I'm the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I grace this microphone with my voice is another day you get to profit as a result, and today is no exception. So if you haven't done it, make sure you like the video, subscribe, turn your notifications on. I come on 7 days a week because the markets don't sleep, and I'm just trying to help you get paid. So without further ado, let's make it do what it do. Let's go ahead and make this money. As I mentioned, you can get free Bitcoin just by watching this video every single Friday. I go in the comments, I pick a random video, random comment, and bam! That person wins some free Bitcoin. In the early days, this was my way to incentivize people to download the wallet to figure out, how to copy and paste your public key. Nowadays, a lot of people got that, so just leave me a comment. I respond to every single one, and somebody will get paid on Friday. So this was the video I did just yesterday in Bitcoin We Trust, kind of showcasing presidential candidate and most likely retained free leader of the world. Mr. Donald Trump has advocated greatly for cryptocurrency. It really creating a national attention to the asset. I think this is the first time in history that we've had a representative from the White House publicly identify Bitcoin as a strategic asset for the government to leverage future utilization for. And so it's national news. It's great news for the industry. And here's a quick clip from his segment that he gave at the national conference in Nashville.
This afternoon, I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world, and we'll get it done. If crypto is going to define the future, I want to be mined, minted, and made in the USA. It's going to be. It's not going to be made anywhere else. And if Bitcoin is going to the moon, as we the moon, I want America to be the nation that leads the way, and that's what's going to happen.
So there you have it. Bitcoin is right on top of the world again. And it's a great moment for the industry. I think, it has a lot of people excited now that it's north of $70,000. Today, presently at $68.75. It's nearing 70. That's critical level because that's kind of like the all-time high. And so once it gets up above that level, it really takes off. And we're talking about national stockpiles. We're talking about reserve currency. We're talking about competing with China on a national level. China, these are some of the terms that have been critical to Donald Trump's presidency. And, it's great that Bitcoin, I think, can receive some notoriety and some endowed success as a result of these political undertakings. Please note that on this channel, I do not participate in the cacostocracy and the fuckery of modern day politics, but, I am in the business of helping people make money. So, if they want to jump on the bandwagon, I've been on the bandwagon since Bitcoin 1500. You know what I'm saying? I bought my first Bitcoin at $455, 5 flat. You feel me? I've been telling people to buy Bitcoin at $1,200, $1,400, $1,800, $2,100, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, $6,000, $12,000. Like, so if they want to jump on at $70K, I'm like, by all means, come on in. The doors are always open. right? So it's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time. Let's go ahead and jump into this chart. This is the channel that we find ourselves in currently. This is basically on a 343. Keep in mind, I trade using the boss method. These are 3 moving averages that I will be building a course around to teach people how to trade effectively and make money efficiently in the markets. The easiest thing you could do is take a trend line top to top, and this chart is going all the way back to March. So this was the was it the all-time high? I think maybe. That we made in March 2024, sitting north of 69K, right? Take a trend line, draw it on the top of that one, draw it on the second top coming in June, and copy and paste that and put it on the local low, right? Right? And that thing bounced. That's the little trend line that we find ourselves in currently, right? And that blinking red dot is basically Bitcoin strike price. What we see is we basically have kind of like this top-down suppression area coming, and keep in mind, these are the trend lines, these are the candles. I think if you pull up the candles right now, we're basically right at that level. So that's why I wanted to jump on this video and let you guys know that while the candle is probably going to get out there, we still want the trend line to come through to confirm it. But the one good thing that we do have in this chart, we have a flat 231, we have a 77 that's running hot, and then our short trend line is on a uptrend as well. 2 beats 1 in most cases when you got a 231 that's flat. As long as the 2 intermediate levels are at a positive relationship, that will more than likely pull this level up, and that's when you get Bitcoin at all-time highs, right? So if we're going to look at the all-time high projection, what does that look like? Well, it's something pretty close to this right here. Once we break through the 3.2, which is essentially where this thing is capped off at, that's currently at 72,000. Once we break through that, Bitcoin is going to look to run to 82 to 85K, right? And this is basically just built into the chart. So this is a simple Fibonacci extension from the original point of consolidation on that first run. Keep in mind, this is not guaranteed to be a quick turnout. Like, Bitcoin can still suppress quite a bit and still be in this channel right here. So as long as it is above this level right here, this is kind of like its terminal support, and as long as it is below that level, right, which is kind of like its critical ceiling, it can do anything it wants. And to be honest, it doesn't really have to make a decision until the end of September, November. So this channel is still playing out. It's not set by any means. It could pull back 10% and still be in this big uptrend to continue to break out. But I think now that we got CNBC, the CJBs, and every 3-letter organization in the world recognizing that the United States has advocated for Bitcoin, I see this thing breaking out into all-time highs. You also have to remember that the media only gets behind something when the organizations and entities that fund the media have approved such said message. Now, when when the orange puppet gets on stage and get a microphone, he liable to say any given thing at any given time. So, you got to take that with a grain of salt. I think that's why they oftentimes do not approve of this man, because he will just jump on and say anything. And, most good presidents, they'll just sit behind a television screen, read the teleprompter, wear their little blue suit, and smile in front of the camera. This guy is kind of his own puppet. But at the same point, let's not forget that Uncle Sam has accumulated more than $10 billion in crypto. This is what governments do. They see an asset, they recognize an asset, they accumulate such said asset and build treasuries upon it. And now Bitcoin is in the mix for that conversation. They've talked about creating a Bitcoin national stockpile. He's talked about making the United States the crypto capital of the world. He doesn't want to lose to China in anything, apparently. Blockchain activities included. And if we even begin to compete with the Far East on Bitcoin mining, Bitcoin accumulation, you know, this thing is going to triple in size because they're going to double their efforts, and they've been doing it for the past 10 years. Like China, you know, as far as I'm concerned, they've won. Like Bitcoin Cash, BCH, in my mind, that stands for Bitcoin China, because they're the only ones that have been mining it for the past 10 years. And people forget Bitcoin Cash came out, it was 30% of Bitcoin's value. It was 0.3 BTC. So it has it in the arsenal to accumulate that growth once again. So it's a very, very interesting world. And then you got Ethereum and Russia, you know, so you got the big three going into the next iteration of society. And it's very exciting times to see, I think, you know, very promising message for the future of blockchain. And ultimately, once we break through 69 on this quick term moving average, you're going to see Bitcoin run, you know, to 80, 82, 84,000. Pretty quickly. I think if this channel steps up again, then the next level is probably around 108 to 112, right? So it's a very, very, very endearing time, optimistic time to get in on the blockchain. I teach people how to crypto trade. This is my message. This is my gift. You know, I've been in this game since, you know, the early days, you know, back when they first put Bitcoin on TradingView. That's why I started doing videos. I'm like, well, I could draw on this. I could see the energy. I could, you know, I could speak in front of a microphone. I could help people change their life. And that's what I was able to do. So hopefully that's what I'm able to do for you. Feel free to join me on my journey. As I said, I teach people how to crypto trade. If you want to get free trades sent straight to your phone, go to bossofbitcoin.com, join the money team, enter your phone number on that website, and I will start texting out free trades as I see them fit in the market to help you get paid as the greatest transformation of wealth in the history of humanity. What a time to be alive. So with that being said, everybody, it's that time of the day. Signing out, Boss. Boy BK, no matter where you stay, Brazil to Bay, California, all the way back out through Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Hit that thumbs up button for a player one time. Do that for me if you appreciate mine. Till we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss.